All right. We're live! Yay! Let's see who shows up before I do anything. Oh, there we go. That picture I took, oh man, that camera is so out of focus. Oh my god. Anyway. Let's see who shows up. Hey, Zach! Hey, Mr. Bendy! Already with the questions, but I'm actually going to hold off and do questions in a bit because, again, this is going to be a live stream talking about some new comics I got. Hello, Billy. Hey, Travis. We got 5 people already. Yeah. So if you guys haven't guessed already, is it more comics? Well, not crossover per se, but yes, comics. For those who remember a few days ago, I did a video talking about some comics my friend the Mount Vernon Kid sent to me to review on Comic Universe, which you haven't subscribed yet. You guys can go there and see the comic reviews there, because they won't be on this channel. They'll be on Comic Universe. It's the same with, excuse me, this thing is really out of focus. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, so if you're new here, you can go subscribe to Comic Universe. And from there, that's where you'll see all the comic reviews. And actually, I did my review on Kong on the Planet of the Apes. So if you want to know my thoughts on that comic, go check out that comic. Go check out that channel, and you guys can check out the review there. I also did a movie review for Overlord, and I also did my thoughts on the Pacific Rim animated series there as well. So if you want to get my thoughts on that movie and that news, go check out that channel. But as always, guys, man, this thing is auto-focusing like a motherfucker. Hey, Cody. So yeah, like I said, just to get you guys hyped, this video is going to showcase all of the comics that has now been sent to me, which is one comic that we earlier in the week, but I wanted to wait till I get the other comics. So let's get started with the comics that were sent to me by my friend Chris, which again, Chris, if you're watching this by any chance, thank you so much for the comics. We at Comic Universe appreciate it. It's universe as in, hey, you. Universe. Get it? Comic Universe. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get started with the first book that came out earlier in the week. Hercules, Wrath of the Heavens. This is a Titan Press book, or a Static Press, or it's supposed to say Titan Books, but I guess pick your poison. Now, Hercules, Wrath of the Heavens is the retelling of the Hercules Greek myth, but as the best way I could describe it is, imagine if Kratos was a part of the Gears of War universe. That's the best way to describe this comic. Hercules, Wrath of the Heavens is, imagine if God of War and Gears of War, yeah, Zach Thunder King said best. It's Hercules in space. That's the best way to describe this book. It's Hercules in space. That's the book. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, look for the review on Comic Universe there. Actually, by the way, if you're wondering, the next comic review is going to be Django Zorro. That's going to be the next comic review, and then that'll be Hercules. That'll be the next one. So moving right along to the DC book I got, Black Lightning Cold Dead Hands. This is a mini-series written by Black Lightning's co-creator, Tony Isabella. So this is really cool. I haven't read a lot of Black Lightning, and it's not because of trying. It's actually because there wasn't a lot of content for Black Lightning for a while, but thanks to the TV show on CW, can't talk, we now have this miniseries, and yeah, there's a lot more stuff I can actually access to with this. I haven't read it, but Chris told me this was really good. This is a neat little miniseries, and if you want to get into Black Lightning, this is something to read. Yeah, I think it came out because of the CW show, but if you are curious, no, this is not running congruent with the CW show. This is part of DC Rebirth. So this is DC comic continuity, not CW universe continuity, for those wondering. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's going to be I have read stuff with Black Lightning in it, but I've never really read stuff with him as the central character. So I'm going to check this out. Anyway, So moving on to Zenescope, which is actually, this is my second book from Zenescope, the other one being the Robin Hood book, which I talked about a while ago. And that is Godstorm by Pat Shard, who also did Robin Hood. And yeah, I know nothing of this book. I've been trying to read more Zenescope. I've been trying to read more Zenescope books, which it's always been something for me, but I've always been like, I don't know, because it just feels like they're trying to sell tits for money. And that's how I always like, it just kind of felt like a bunch of scantily clad characters, and there wasn't much story to. It was kind of like porn. I always thought that the book series is porn without a plot. And then I read Robin Hood, and I was like, holy shit, there's actually good storytelling here. I haven't read the Van Helsing book, so I can't tell you. But this is going to be my second book, and from the description I've read of this is that Godstorm is basically the Greek gods posing as gangsters. Holy shit, that's really cool! So I'm really looking forward to reading Godstorm. I'm actually friends with the Pat Shard on social media, so Pat, I don't know if you're watching this, but yay. Yes, there is a Pumpkinhead comic, but I don't own it. I want to get it, though. Okay, so, next, actually, the next three books are a set, and this is going to be really cool. From Dark Horse Comics, X. Yeah, the first three volumes of X by Duane Drazinski. X is a character was one of their Dark Horse's original heroes, along with Ghost and Hellboy. But yeah, it was such a 90s character. So yeah, I think this is really cool. I've wanted to read this for a while because I've read the description is that this X book is like really like balls to the wall, bloody, violent, disgusting, just pure balls to the wall action. I cannot wait for this. So I got the first three volumes. You can see right here, this is volume 2, and this is volume 3. Now there's 6 volumes, and Chris did tell me that, hello Blue Tsunami, Chris did tell me that he's sending the other 3 soon. So I'll have the complete collection soon. Hello, Aaron. Yeah, so X, I'm going to be reading this, and again, if you want to see my review on this and the other books I've talked about, go check out Comic Universe. That's is that a reprint of the classics? No, it's the reboot of the comic, Billy, if you're wondering. Yeah, so this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. So let's talk about the next book. And that is La Muerte Lives, first volume, written by... written by Mike McLean and Brian Paldillo. Hope I'm saying that last name right. So La Muerte is done by Coffin Comics. I've never heard of this character up until now. It is not a Zenescope. It is from Coffin Comics. And this is not for kids. I did a quick run through and I was like, yeah, I know it's out of focus. My camera, fuck. Anyway, so this comic is not for kids. Just flat out, I flipped through it a little bit. I was like, oh, this is not age appropriate for kids, but it's age appropriate for me. So I never heard of this character, but Chris was really adamant of sending me this comic. He was really adamant of sending me this comic. It's supposed to be like The Crow. It's supposed from what I understand, it's supposed to be like The Crow, but with a woman, which is cool. I like The Crow, so I'm in for it. It is I, Omnitron, in tow with the wife. Hello, wife. It is I, also Duchess Omnitron. So, finally, that was La Muerte. X-Rated Crow, that's what it is, Billy. And the final book is actually something, Chris, I shit you not, Chris said, I got it because it's cheap and I thought you'd like it. And when I say cheap, it was $8. But not to say that's cheap, but this is from Legendary. You know, the film studio that does King Kong and Godzilla. This is the Tower Chronicles Geist Talk. I had never heard of this until he sent it to me. I had never heard of this book. Until he sent it to me. This is called Geist Talk, which is, imagine if you mix Constantine with Assassin's Creed. Yeah, that's pretty much what this book is. It's pretty much Constantine if you mixed it with Assassin's Creed. And actually, yeah, Constantine and Assassin's Creed together. And it's not a big book. It's actually, like I said, it's $8. It's the first volume. And like I said, Chris got it because he thought it was cheap and he thought I'd like it. But I do like the creative team behind this. This This is Matt Wagner and Simon Beasley. Simon Beasley is an artist who Simon Beasley's can be really good or really bad in my opinion. But I flipped through this, I was like, oh, this is Simon Beasley on a good day. That's good to hear. I think that's really cool. Matt Wagner is also a writer who I enjoy. Matt Wagner also co-wrote the Django Zorro crossover with Quentin Tarantino, which again, you guys can check out that review on Comic Universe. Yeah, so Geist Talk. I was like, when I flipped through it, I was like, I'm in. This sounds really cool. Yeah, so, and again, this is from Legendary, the film company who does King Kong and Godzilla. This is not, and no, this is not part of that universe. This is its own continuity, which I imagine this series is like made to be a movie. And, you know, Legendary wouldn't make this without being like, oh, it's based off a comic book that we totally made. Yeah. Or it could, you know, something like that. It's not a long comic. It's about, I think, 90, 100 so page, less than 100 page book, but should be cool. It should be cool. It actually is like the same price as like a Marvel's annual. Yeah, so anyway, so there were the books. For those who just came in, we had Tower. Did you hear about live action My Hero Academia movie that is being done? Give me a moment. I'll get to questions in a moment. Seems like I'm always at the worst times because I'm leaving to see Overlord in a bit. Beginning, and I thought I'd stop by. Hey, Jason. Hey, Jason. It was great to see you. I hope you'll really love Overlord. You are gonna fucking love Overlord. It is the perfect World War II grindhouse movie. Holy shit. And again, if you guys want to check out that review, go to the other channel to check it out. Yeah. So, yeah, Jason, good to hear from you, buddy. Anyway, so, yeah. Just to recap. Oh, I'm giddy with excitement right now. You're going to love it. I almost went... And this is not a bad thing. I almost went deaf watching that movie. Like, it gets so fucking loud in that opening scene, and from then on out, like, you think your eardrums are going to explode. And also, it's never a bad thing to watch a Nazi die badly, because that shit is awesome, of watching of Nazis die horribly in a movie. Or in real life, depending on how you look at it. But either way, Nazis dying, it's always fun. That's Lucario, that is the Nazi zombie movie. But yeah, so just a recap of all the books, we have the Tower Chronicles Geist Talk, we have La Muerte Lives, we have the first 3 volumes of Dark Horse's X, yep, we have Zenoscope's Godstorm, and the miniseries Black Lightning Cold Dead Hands. And finally, from Titan Books, Hercules Wrath of the Heavens. So that's all, not counting all the other books that were sent to me earlier beforehand. But yeah, those are all the comics. I'm going to be doing reviews on those on the other channel. Hope you guys enjoy that. But anyway, Blue Tsunami. Okay, in Spanish-speaking world, she's called La Cartina, but for some reason, you Americans call her La Muerte. I don't know why that is. I haven't read the book, so I don't know what to tell you guys. Blue Tsunami, I don't know what to tell you, because this is my first time experiencing it. Hey, knock it off. That set, Billy, that segment in Heavy Metal with the zombies is really fucking cool. It's like one of the better parts of that movie. Which, not to say it's a bad thing, because Heavy Metal is fucking awesome. Heavy Metal 2000, not so much. First Heavy Metal, fuck yeah. Aaron Izzard, if we're talking comics, what novel or books would you like to see as a comic? Me personally, I'd like to see the Lensman series. I don't know what that is. Sure, whatever. It's funny. But to answer that question of the live-action My Hero Academia movie, I don't know, because, like, I don't want the characters whitewashed, because that's a very Japanese cast now. Hey, Chris! You finally made it! Yo! I just got finished talking about the books, and Chris, I know you're watching. Thank you so much, my brother, for the books. I just finished talking about them. I got them today, and like I promised, I get on, do a live stream, and talk about the books. So yeah, thank you, pack leader. Anyway, so like I said, that's like Attack on Titan, because I know that's getting a movie too. Attack on Titan, like, that gives leeway. I think is one of the few animes where you can have leeway in having have several Caucasian actors in the film that from a manga, because even in the anime and manga they state Mikasa is one of the last of the Oriental descent characters left in that world. So really, the only ones you really need are Mikasa and Levi. Levi's supposed to, I think, if I remember right, he's half Japanese. I thought I'd keep hearing a sound, but yeah. Oh, okay. That sounds actually like the smart way to do it. Is apparently the idea behind My Hero Academia is to be set in America and showcase a hero school in America, basically expanding the universe. Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't like whitewash Deku and Bakugo and all of them, that's fine. Yeah, it sounds like Sky High. So yeah. And I'm really always interested to see the American side of the My Hero Academia universe. So that's a smart way to do it. That's actually a really smart way, because then you won't have to whitewash any characters and ruin and kind of damage it. But like I was saying, Attack on Titan could probably get away with doing that, because again, there's not a lot of the characters are of European descent, so that's fine. It seemed like you could do an almost all Caucasian cast of Hellsing. If you were to do a live action Hellsing movie, you could get away with having British actors in there. That's the thing, is that and also, and I've talked about this before, I really want a freaking Hellsing movie, and I really want Karl Urban to play Alucard. He is I think Karl Urban as Alucard would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, Berserk could get away with that too, but yeah, Karl Urban as Alucard, that just seems perfect to me. I also think I would really like what's her name? Rosamund Pike. Rosamund Pike, I think, would be really cool as Integra. I don't know if she's old enough to play Integra though. Rosamund Pike would be really cool as Integra. Yeah. Based on what I've seen of Overlord, I'd say get the guy who directed that to do a Hellsing movie. Well, he's already doing another movie. I think he's going to be doing an adaptation of something. He's already scheduled to get another movie already because of the success. Vampire Hunter D, yeah, I would love to see that movie. That would be really cool. And Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star. That, I think, would work as a live-action series. But then again, it's really hard to copy and paste greatness as it is. So Outlaw Star and Cowboy Bebop, that's the one where I'm just leave it as anime. You're never going to top that. Ewan McGregor as Anderson? Damn, that's perfect. Ewan McGregor as Father Anderson would be perfect. That'd just be perfect. Because I know, Billy Piper, most of you guys would know Billy Piper as Rose Tyler from Doctor Who. I want Billy Piper to play Saris Victoria. I think she'd make a really good Saris Victoria. She was in Penny Dreadful. Yeah. So yeah. I was trying to Jeremy Irons would also be really cool as Walter, but I was that's a little too on the nose. Jeremy Irons would be a little too on the nose to be Walter. I don't want him to be typecast either, so that's a difficult. The other actor, and I actually I really dig the idea of Ewan McGregor as Anderson, but another actor I think would really kill it as Anderson is Kevin McKidd. Kevin McKidd, most of you guys would know from Grey's Anatomy, but he has done a lot of action roles. So Kevin McKidd, I think, yeah, Kevin McKidd would be my second. Was my first pick, but Ewan McGregor. The more I think about it, I was yeah, he'd be really cool. But McKidd actually has the physicality for Anderson, because those who aren't aware, Anderson is a very physical person. There's some muscle to him. Yeah. Daniel Blur as in Hellsing. Oh, Daniel Blur should play. He should play the. I'm trying to think. Like he would. I don't think he'd be the major. Um, I think he would actually be really cool as like Luke Valentine or the captain. You know, the werewolf. You know, the cat. Oh, he'd be great as the captain. Um, what about Black Lagoon live action? I would love that. I would absolutely love that, but I don't know who you could get to play those characters. I think like the best, like Dutch. I think Dutch could be played by what's his name? He was in the Fast and Furious movies, not Dwayne Johnson, the other guy. Tyrese Gibson. Yeah, Tyrese Gibson would be really cool as Dutch. We would need to be an HBO. I would be down for that. I'd be down for an HBO show. Hmm. Trying to like now. I'm trying to think of like who would be good for like Balalaika or. That's funny. We kind of need that. And also, what did you guys think of Jeremy Irons being cast as Ozymandias? Milla Jovovich? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if she could like bring that kind of like because Balalaika can go from fascinating to terrifying in a snap of a finger. So I don't know. Jovovich actually would be really cool. Going back to the Hellsing thing, I think she'd be really cool. Oh, what's her name? The tattooed vampire that Saris had to fight. Oh, what's his name? What's her name? She'd be really cool in that role. Keira Knightley. Well, the thing is, Billy, Keira Knightley, I don't think would. And the other thing is that Revy is Chinese American. She's half Chinese, half American. And yeah, Keira Knightley, good actress, really good actress, but she ain't no Revy. She ain't no Revy. Zoran, thank you. Zoran Blitz, dude. Milla Jovovich would be really cool for Zoran. Where was I going? Anyway, so what else? Like, who would do Rip Van Winkle? I don't know. That's not a bad idea, Omnitron. Since Iron Fist is canceled, why not give the girl who played Colleen Wing as Revy? Yeah, I'd be down for that. That actually is not bad. All right, bye, Lucario. Yeah. See, Kelly Hu. I think Kelly Hu would be a lot better as Shenhua. I think Kelly Hu would be really cool. Would be really cool as Shenhua. Definitely, she'd make a really good Shenhua. Her name is Jessica Henwick, and yeah, that's right. She was just casting Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah, so Jessica Henwick, she'd be really cool I think she'd be a really cool Revy. But the problem is that Revy, you really need someone who's really good at being foul-mouthed and not make it forced. You know, I don't know what's going. Cam the man says, "I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm down." That's funny. That's some funny shit. I don't know who you could get for Roberta. I really don't know who you could get for Roberta, honestly. Who can you do for Rock from Black Lagoon? Rock is of Japanese descent, so you need a young Japanese actor. Kirsten Wiig for what? As Roberta? Kirsten, really? She's Brazil. Roberta's Brazilian. Well, technically she's technically Roberta is not really Brazilian or Argentinian. She's of Cuban descent. Excuse me, she's of Cuban descent. So you need a really good Cuban actress. You were thinking of Kirsten Wiig for Edda. Okay, yeah, that's actually Kirsten Wiig for Edda. Yeah, that'd actually be kind of cool. So I was about to say, really? That's wow. You want to talk Like, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you, Omnitron? But no, that makes sense now. Thank you. Oh, shit. Anyway, so... Yeah. Everyone's still here? Stephen Yeun for Rock? He'd be cool. Yeah, Stephen Yeun for Rock. He'd be really cool. I think he'd be nice. Who would you get for Benny? Any ideas for Benny? Like I said, I think my personal pick would be Tyrese Gibson as Dutch. Tyrese Gibson would be a cool Dutch. Oh, hello, Teva. Just came in. Don't know what would be typecasting, but Toby Jones is the Major. That's actually pretty good. Toby Jones is the Major. That's actually like perfect. Oh my God, Jason, that's perfect. Toby Jones is the Major. Oh, that's perfect, Travis. Simon Pegg is Benny. That'd be really nice. Yeah. No, I have not read The Adventures of Super Sons, Teva. Yeah. So that's yeah. Who could play Pip. Who could play Pip? I don't know. We were talking about Milla Jovovich. Like, I don't know who you could get to play Balalaika. We were just talking about Milla Jovovich, and I don't know, like, I don't know why it just doesn't gel with me. Now Donnie Yen is Mr. Chang. That's actually like pretty. That's not bad. Christopher Eccleston as Alucard. Maybe. Actually, I kind of see him more as a villain. Like, definitely Eccleston would probably be more of a villain role. He'd be definitely another pick for. I would actually. Eccleston would be really cool as Enrico Maxwell. He'd be really cool as Enrico Maxwell. That'd be a neat pick for him as Maxwell. I haven't played the new Red Dead. Sorry. Aaron was like, "Oh my God, yes! Chow Yun-fat is Mr. Chang." Chang was, yeah. Chow Yun-fat would be really cool as Mr. Chang. I don't know, like, but he's a little too old to play that role. Actually, you know who'd be really cool as Mr. Chang? I don't know if you could do this, but he definitely has the body type for it. Who is the I can't remember the actor's name, but he was the main character. He played the main character in The Raid and its sequel. I can't remember his name, but he was really good. He definitely has Mr. Chang's physicality, as well as he could definitely do, because Chang's actually a pretty good shooter and fighter. So yeah, I think I can't remember that actor's name, but he'd be really cool. I don't know who's going to play Al Simmons' wife. I don't even think they're going to mention his wife in the movie. Ikyo Ueas. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, I think he'd be really cool as Mr. Chang. John Leguizamo as Alejandro as the dandy. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that, like, I feel like there's another one, like another actor we could get. Like, Trejo's too old. Leguizamo would also be really cool as. I don't think he would. Like, I don't think he's a little too old to play Luke Valentine's brother. Is this an anime? Because my Scottish ears don't understand these characters. Yes, Cam, it's an anime. Oh, Antonio Banderas as the dandy. Now we're getting somewhere. Antonio Banderas is the dandy. Yeah. Um. Um. I'm all in for that. Who is this? It's an anime, Cam. Don't worry. Hey, Perry. Have you seen? I want to see Goblin Slayer, but I haven't yet. I heard it's like really gory. Yeah, we already talked about that, Teva. Yeah, he was good as Violator, but I don't know. Like, I would say maybe, but Banderas would be like for some reason I could just imagine him playing with those cards as he's facing off with Alucard. I don't know who you could get for Rip though. That still bothers me. I can't think of one for Rip, and a better one for Walter. Which Walter, young or old? Older, like older. Then we'll worry about younger. Also, Eccleston was best Doctor. Yeah, that's fine. That's yeah, that's a good. You can make a good argument for Eccleston being the best Doctor. Krotaku Shinobi asks, thoughts on Carapace and Queen Bee from Miraculous? I really dug that we got Nino as Carapace, but all I could think was the Ninja Turtles theme when he transformed and used his powers. You can't tell me otherwise. Queen Bee, I really loved the story for Queen Bee. I really loved how, Chloe had this big character arc for 3 episodes, and it was, it was so heartbreaking. It was really good, and that character fulfillment was really nice. So, yeah. All right. Later, man, tell me how the movie went, Jason. Later, Jason, just tell me how the movie went. I really hope you enjoy it. You'll really love Overlord. But yeah, as much as I like Carapace, I am too well drawn, and I don't know why, but I really, really like. And if you ship Nino and Alia, that's fine. But I am so into that crossover ship of Randy Cunningham and Alia. I am well too tied with that one. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm just too like Randy and Alia. That's just too like that crossover pairing. The more I think about it, the more I really love it as a pairing. And I know what you're thinking, but that's a crossover ship. And I was like, yeah, I know, but you know how many people really die hard ship Jack and Elsa? Fuck ton. So let me have this. Let it happen, as Jacksepticeye would say. Just let it happen. Let it happen. Have I read Bendis' Superman? Yes, and I want to scream. That's all I'm saying about it. Yeah. I'm just like, let it happen! Anyway. Have I seen The Night Comes for Us? Not yet. I have not seen it. Good Scream or bad Scream? Bit of both. I really want Richard Madden to play James Bond after Daniel Craig. I really want Fassbender. That's my pick, but Madden's not a bad pick either, Billy. Oh, Connor Kent's coming back, and he's going to be Superboy, and John's going to be something else. Well, Bendis already... I don't want to talk about it, okay? Bendis pisses me off enough as it is about what he did with Superman. I will be sending you some Shadow comics. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I'm always down for more of The Shadow. Probably my favorite. The Shadow's, honestly, guys, real talk, the Shadow's my favorite of the Pulp era characters. Definitely my favorite of the Pulp era characters. So I'm always down to read stuff with the Shadow. Yeah. Hey, May son. Yeah, like you said, Krotaku, they had amazing. Yeah, okay, Lone Ranger, that's cool, with second being Green Hornet. For me, it's the Shadow, Green Hornet, Zorro. I would say probably. Oh, actually, know who I'd put right behind the Shadow? The Spider. The Spider. No one talks about the Spider, but Dynamite Comics had one of the best runs on the Spider. Holy fucking shit, that run was awesome. If you can ever find the trades for Dynamite's run on the Spider, do it. Just do it. You will not be sorry. Are you reading Spencer's Spider-Man? Not on and I'm reading it on and off, but I am liking what I'm reading so far, and that's saying something. Who really fucking hated Secret Empire and what he did with Captain America. The Spirit's cool. That's yeah. Yeah, that is true. That is right, Cody. The Spider is one of the reasons why we have Spider-Man, because that costume was the inspiration for it. I don't know how I would do Super Sons with My Hero Academia, but I would have that Damien and Bakugo would be at each other's throats. Yeah. Definitely Bakugo and Damien would be at each other's throats. That would be it. And John and Superman would be like best buds. Gonna check out the Reign of the... Oh, I missed this question from Chris. Gonna check out the Reign of the Superman animated movie. I am. I really loved Death of Superman, the animated movie, and I'm really excited to see what they do with Reign, because Reign is not a good... Looking back on Reign of the Superman, it's not a great story. It's not the best story. In theory, like in concept, that story's really... Like, in theory, that's an idea. Execution-wise, it goes all over the goddamn place. Don't forget the Ghost Who Walks. That's true. Can't forget the Ghost Who Walks. I did like Daredevil's the Mark Waid Daredevil run. I don't know how I'd write that right off the bat. A TMNT Guardians of the Galaxy crossover. You see, Reign of the Superman is really long. It is a really long storyline, so I don't know how they're going to compress it into one big story. I'm also curious if they're going to be doing, if the next animated film they're going to do to follow that storyline, because they already talked about the other ones like Batman Hush and what have you. But I'm really thinking what might happen, because we do have Green Lantern and Cyborg Superman. I was thinking to myself, are they going to do Emerald Twilight? I mean, yeah, they're going to do Emerald Twilight as the next story. They're going to have Hal Jordan become Parallax in the next year's lineup of animated films, because that's what I think is going to happen. Could be wrong. Well, you're the reason why I like the Spider series, Chris. You're the one who sent me the comics. Remember? You're the one who sent me the comics. Remember? Yeah. So that's. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have read that. I wouldn't have been able to read that series. I want a Batman Long Halloween adaptation, but why can't we get that? We're getting Hush, and maybe if this does well, maybe we'll finally get Long Halloween. As in, that's a good point, Omnitron. Anyway, where was I going with this? Let's see. But yeah, like I said, I think what's going to happen in Reign of the Supermen is that, and again, I could be totally wrong. Have I read the Miss Fury and the Mask crossover? I have not. No, I have not read that crossover. So yeah. Hang on real quick, guys. Something just came up. I will be right back. Promise me you'll stay put because I got some. I know you guys want me to answer some stuff. Be right back. BRB. I swear, I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Miss me? Yep. So, oh, thank you, Chris. I didn't see that, but yeah, thank you for putting that on the list. So yes, back. Sorry about the delay. Oh yeah, I heard that they're rebooting Pete Cannon Thunderbolt, which I thought they already had. So I don't know why they're rebooting something they already had, but who am I? Anyway, I don't own a PS4, so I haven't played the new Spider-Man game, but I have seen playthroughs, and that whole story is in. And once again, it gives credence to Christos Gage needs to write Spider-Man on a regular basis. That's all I'm saying is that give Christos. If the Spider-Man game wasn't enough evidence as it was for him to write a Spider-Man book, you should have just given because Spider-Geddon. He's doing Spider-Geddon as it is. So yeah. Why don't you just give him the main? I mean, I like Nick Spencer. Don't get me wrong. I really dig him as. I really dig Nick Spencer doing his Amazing Spider-Man run. But the thing is that I really want Christos Gage to do Spider-Man. I think he's just got a perfect voice for him. Spider-Geddon is more of a Dan Slott story, but I know Christos Gage's like helping out with that storyline. Yes, I actually did talk about that, Primus. I did talk about that already. Where? So yeah. Are you going to watch the new She-Ra reboot? Yes, I am. I do plan on reading that, watching that. Mark Waid has written Spider-Man before, and I wouldn't mind him writing more of him. But so that's the thing with deaths in comics with Punisher is that these guys are dying, but at the same time, it's comic books. They'll find a way to come back. So anyway. Yeah, like I said, it's comics. No one dies forever unless it's, I guess, Max. But yeah, like I said, I am going to watch the She-Ra reboot, and I do know there is a Pacific Rim reboot, which I already talked about on Comic Universe. Yeah, we can all thank Castlevania for giving us is open the door for more adult animated shows that aren't depending on jokes and dirty jokes and fart gags. So yeah, and the fact that Castlevania is getting season 3, yes, as Kip from Napoleon Dynamite would say, which I can't believe I just made a Napoleon Dynamite reference. I'm really feeling shame right about now. Well, shame and the horrible back pain I'm in after working out. Remember, kids, always remember to stretch or you'll be in horrible fucking pain. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Mark Waid did do that. I think Gail Simone has written Spider-Man at some point, but I wouldn't mind her on a main title. Oh, okay. Why can't I see Rebirth movies of DC films? Because, well, I think we'll get at some point a Rebirth storyline as a film. I think it's a matter not of if, it's more of a matter of when. That's my sense on it. I would really like to see a lot of Tom King's work. I honestly think you could do War of Jokes and Riddles as an animated film. I think War of Jokes and Riddles would be really cool as an animated film. Should Midnight Suns appear on movies or a Netflix show? If Midnight Suns is going to appear anywhere, it's going to be on that Disney streaming site because I doubt Netflix is going to do another Marvel show. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Spidey did show up in her Dominant series, but I think she has written Spider-Man in the past before, but I wouldn't mind her being full-time writer. Yeah, Super Sons would be really cool. Thoughts on the new DC animated film about Aquaman? I'm in. Yeah, if Aquaman centric. I mean, the only Aquaman animated film we had was technically a Justice League movie, and it was just anyway. We all know Thundercats Roar is not going to get the axe, unfortunately. I read some Judge Dredd, and now I want a Netflix series. Well, we're probably going to get that at some point. Cam, we're probably going to get that at some fucking point. With Adi Shankar, who did the Dredd movie and now doing Castlevania, I think it's a matter of time. And there's a lot of talk of a Dredd animated series, so I think that's a possibility. Yep, Chris, that's right. Anyway, so I think I'm going to stick around for about 10 more minutes, make this a full hour live stream. Just because, yeah, you guys have been here. But yeah, I'll, stay for about, let's just round it out to 10 more minutes. Anyway. Question. What new Aquaman movie? I don't is it the Lego animated movie? Because that's the only one I know. I thought he was talking about Throne of Atlantis. Oh, goodbye, Aaron. Hmm. Should the Inhumans be getting another shot at the MCU? I don't know, because like the Inhumans still have a bad taste in my mouth after everything that happened with X-Men. No, I'm still bitter about that. I'm sorry to say, Chris, I'm still bitter about what Marvel did with the X-Men and Inhumans. I'm really sorry, but that still left a friggin' bad taste in my mouth about the whole thing. So I'd be open to it, but not at the expense of the X-Men. That's all I'm saying. Are you looking forward? Yes, that's actually my first and foremost DC film. Excuse me. That's Shazam's the number one. The number two has actually become the Joker origin film, which is something I thought would be really stupid. But the more news I got from it, and the more stuff with Joaquin Phoenix, I'm like, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. Joker origin film, sure. Yeah, the only Inhuman we all care about is Miss Marvel. That's really the only Inhuman we all care about. Yes, I am a fan of Neil Gaiman. Do you think that they're going to write it to where it's believable if Kong have a chance against Godzilla? I think it's a chance. I mean, Kong had a chance in the original film, so against Godzilla and King Kong versus Godzilla. So why not here again, right? But yeah, the two I'm really looking forward to are Shazam and Joker origin film, then Wonder Woman. That's okay. I'll take odd questions. James Cameron's Dino Crisis movie. I don't think Cameron's the right guy for it. I mean, great director, but not a Dino Crisis guy. If anything, I'd give that to someone like Neil Marshall, the guy doing the new Hellboy movie and did other films such as Doomsday, Dog Soldiers, gory shit like that. Like Neil Marshall would be a lot better pick for Dino Crisis. Oh yeah, I like that Bucky and Falcon are going to get a live action limited series along with Loki and Scarlet Witch. But I'm like, does that spoil Infinity War? Because here's the thing, guys: Infinity War is great, but what I really want from this movie is that a lot of the effects stay permanent. Like, I really want Loki to stay dead. What I'm really hoping for this Loki show is to be more like a backstory, like something that happened before, sometime in the MCU before Infinity War. Because I feel like it would be a really cheap move that every death comes back. That I know Captain America, Chris Evans is done being Captain America, and that's one. But I really want a lot of these deaths to stick because this was a war, and in war you're going to lose a lot of people, and that really hammers home that you can't save everyone, right? Um, Humanoids live action movie. I don't know who you get for that. Maybe Adam Wingard, the guy doing Godzilla versus Kong, maybe, or Gareth Edwards. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Loki might be a prequel that takes place before Thor 1. Yeah. Yeah, that means more room for Fantastic Four and the X-Men in the MCU, definitely. And yeah, can I just say I really want I know my friend C-Dubs wants Scott Eastwood to play Wolverine, and while he's good and I could see it, I really want what's his name? He's voicing Wolverine in the podcast, and he played Thor in Oakenshield. I'm forgetting his name now. Why is it coming to me? And why is it drawing up a blank now? But yeah, that guy. That's the guy I want for Wolverine. If you had the Infinity Gauntlet, what would you do? That's probably not a question you want to ask me, Shockwave. Horrible shit. I would do horrible shit because I would go mad with power in 5 seconds. Richard Armitage, thank you. Richard Armitage, that's my pick for Wolverine. That's my pick for the new Wolverine because Yeah, but those are going to be some big claws to fill after Hugh Jackman. Just saying. Those are going to be some big fucking claws to fill. I haven't watched Altered Carbon, but I think it's cool that Studio Gonzo is going to be doing an animated series. Again, giving credence to Netflix is really stepping up their game in their animation department. I think that's really cool. That's going to be the case. I think that's really neat. It could be like we could see Red Skull in Avengers 4. Yeah. I also need to actually go to Netflix right after this and watch The Outlaw King. I need to watch Outlaw King because that looks really cool. Have I watched Devilman Crybaby? I want to. It's on my list. I need to watch that. I hope so, Teva. Have I seen The Spirit? Have I read? Yes, I've read some. Even the Batman crossover they did with Jeff Loeb and Jeff Loeb wrote, that was actually pretty good. I highly recommend Devilman Crybaby. It's great. Okay. I know they did also a crossover with Cyborg 009. The Blue Bucky Falcon show will actually be Captain America Falcon show with Bucky as Cap. I'd be down for that. Thoughts on the canceled Boba Fett movie? I don't think it was ever officially confirmed, so yeah. I mean, would I've liked to seen it? Yeah, but it makes way for new stuff that doesn't feel like it has to be rushed. And also, all are on Netflix. Yeah, I know, Chris. I just need to watch them all. But yeah, first I need to watch Outlaw King, that new movie, which I'm that was the movie I was really excited about. Chris Pine, I think, is really cool, and it's like. For those who don't know what Outlaw King is about, it's actually about the Scottish nobleman Robert the Bruce, who continued the war for Scottish independence against the British after William Wallace's death, and actually won Scottish independence for a short time until the British took it back. Yeah. You see, the thing is, Tev, I know you're saying Extermination is going to get rid of the X-Men for good, but actually Marvel's already said 2019 is going to lead some big stuff with the X-Men in comics. So I got some hope there, and I think they finally fucking realized X-Men sell. Devilman Crybaby will break you into a weeping, depressed mess. Oh, goody. I'm already not enough of that already. Do I want a Darth Maul movie? I don't know. I think we've done enough with Darth Maul. Have you ever read Death of the Family and Endgame? I have, but I'm not the biggest Scott Snyder guy. Just honest. Okay. Soundtrack's great. Yeah, I know, Teva. You didn't have to explain it. Have I read Dark Knight's Metal? I have. Again, not the biggest Scott Snyder guy, and that event really had a Scott Snyder ending, didn't it? Really felt like a Scott Snyder ending. Not to say it was bad. I was just like, man, they really built this up, but I'm still like, I mean, it was a cool concept in theory, I really liked how it tied together. I will admit, I really dug how it tied together everything in Batman continuity all the way back to Grant Morrison's Batman R.I.P. I really dug that, and also tied together with everything in Final Crisis too. So I really dug how that played out. And I have not seen Incredibles 2 yet, but don't worry, I will change that soon. Now that's on demand. So I do plan to change that very soon. So yeah. I have listened to some of it, and it's pretty good. Um, it's pretty neat. Um, oh, speaking of metal, to all my metal heads out there, do yourselves a favor and go check out this band called Architect and their latest album, Holy Hell. Because holy hell, that album is awesome. um, yeah. Can you do a Dark Knight's Metal story of Starverse and Penzira? I don't think I could, but we're actually um, for our Jason Voorhees 2011 and I, we're doing a cartoon slash shared universe thing, and one of the eventual story arcs will be a adaptation of Dark Knight's Metal with evil versions of Danny Phantom. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, the wife just got into She-Hulk and hit the gray She-Hulk storyline. She hates it. I don't think anyone was a major fan of the gray She-Hulk story. I mean, in concept, it was a good idea. Like Jennifer Walters dealing with post-traumatic stress syndrome, and it's going against her. But man, the execution was really off. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Female Joe Fixit. That's not a bad idea. Um, yeah, but again, in theory, it was an interesting idea of dealing with PTSD and hello and be free. It was a neat way of dealing with PTSD, but I think the execution was a little off. Um, Spider-Man: Far From Home takes place moments after Avengers 4. Do you think that's a good idea? Moments after Avengers 4? Huh. Not a big Scott Snyder fan, which I take the Witch and the Wake books he wrote off. Oh, actually, here's the thing, Chris. I'm not the biggest Scott Snyder guy. I do like on Batman. I am a fan of his indie work. I really do, Chris. I do like his indie work. I should have been a little more clear. I really do like his indie stuff. I really love American Vampire. I absolutely love American Vampire. I do want to read Witches and the Wake. I really want to read Witches and the Wake. Um, but yeah, Scott Snyder, not the biggest Batman fan, but I am like fan of his indie stuff. Like I really think his indie stuff's cool. Like again, I really love American Vampire. Um, did I hate Frank Miller's The Spirit? That's yeah. Hey, Marion. Yeah. Um, yeah. There's actually another book I do. Speaking of horror, there's another book series I want to read from Cullen Bunn called Harrow County from Dark Horse Comics. Harrow County, like I don't know what it's about, but it's supposed to be like gut punchingly horrific. Like if think of the worst horror manga you could think of, and it doesn't compare. That's what I've heard of Harrow County is that it's really like Harrow County is like something you need to like put the book down, pace back and forth, and think about what you just read, and then go read it again. I'm like, I'm in. um, um, so yeah, Harrow County. Like that's another book I've wanted to read. I think it actually just finished up with issue 32. I think that it's recently been finished. Um, hmm. Of course, Tom Holland teased it. He can't keep anything to himself. Um, how would you have? I don't know how you could adapt Dark Knight's Metal, but I got a feeling at some point they're going to do Dark Knight's Metal as an animated film. I don't know how, but they would. Um, I actually would like. Again, I just want Long Halloween. That's all I want, guys. That's what I want. Or what about shit? I don't know. Um, what's another one I really want to see as an animated film? Um, hmm. I think both, Primus. I think they both. I want you to Google Lady. Okay, I'm talking. Chris was talking. I want you to Google Lady Machina and just know what you do. I'll be sending her books. All right. I think I've heard of that book, Chris. I think is it another Xenoscope, I believe. Um, hang on, I'm looking it up now. I'm looking how to spell that. Um, hmm. Let us see what we have here. Oh, ooh, steampunk stuff. Awesome. I'm a sucker for steampunk. um, and good steampunk because steampunk in comics, as I've learned, it's really hit or miss. Like sometimes it can be really good, but when they fall flat, ooh, it's bad. But this, like, from what it looks like, is that it looks really good. Um, Another comic I've wanted to read for a while. Speaking of indie books, like I really want to get it, and I don't know, has anyone read out there? To anyone, um, to anyone who's listening, has anyone read Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire from Dark Horse? Has anyone read Black Hammer? And if so, should I read it? Is it good to read? Um, is it good? Is Black Hammer good? Because I don't know. Because I want to give it I want to give it a look, especially the villain book Sherlock Frankenstein. Like you already had me at Sherlock Frankenstein, just the name alone. Um, um, okay, Teva, you've read Black Hammer, and you said it's awesome. I want to read it and then read its villain spinoff Sherlock Frankenstein, just like on name alone. And also, could I read Sherlock Frankenstein without reading? Um, could I read Sherlock Frankenstein without reading Black Hammer? Because I feel like I need to read Black Hammer first, then Sherlock Frankenstein. Um, God damn my back. I have definitely jacked something up. There is no doubt about it. I have definitely shit up my back. Huh. Okay, Teva, that's fine. But Black Hammer is good. Like someone's saying Black Hammer is good. All right, I'll give it a shot. I do want to give it a shot. Um, no, Black Hammer is not by Mike. I think he does some of the artwork, and I think he co-writes some of the book, but it's mainly Jeff Lemire. Oh, thanks. Yeah, for those. Oh, yeah, might as well. Thanks, Chris. For those who aren't aware, I did get it recently a job. I don't know how much that's going to impede the YouTube stuff, but YouTube doesn't pay. I need money. Simple as that. Anyway, so thanks again, Chris. Namaste. I think. Am I using that word right? I think so. Most underrated slasher. Um, Most underrated slasher for me is Candyman. No one gives Candyman love. Or Pumpkinhead. Either of those two. No one gives those two love. I don't know. Bendis is good with young characters, but I don't know. I don't trust him after what he did with Superman. So I'm tentative because it's supposed to be its own continuity. Black Magic by Greg Rucka on your list. All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check out this. Greg Rucka's always good. You know, always dig me some Rucka. Here I am to Rucka you like a hurricane. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. If I ever meet Greg Rucka, I'm gonna have that like, you Rucka me like a hurricane, and then he's gonna punch me in the face. Oh Jesus. So what we have here is an image book. Um, hmm. Let's see. Black Magic by Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. I'm going to read the description here. Rowan Black is a detective of Postmouth PD and a witch, two aspects of her life. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like how would I put this? It's kind of like a dark. It sounds like a darker version of like Grimm. Like it sounds like the show Grimm um, mixed with Witch Hunter Robin. That's how it kind of sounds like. So that sounds actually pretty cool. Um, I think Joker is the most overused villain, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, the slasher from Urban Legend. That's another underutilized one. Yeah, it's one of the few. It's one of the few female slashers too. We don't get a lot of female slashers. I'm sorry to say. And you may be thinking, well, what about the person from Sleepaway Camp? It was really a dude. Doesn't count. Um, hmm. Am I going to check out Genlock by Rooster Teeth? I'm curious. I want to check it out. David Tennant and Michael B. Jordan and a whole other ton of. Google Jin Rise. Oh, wait. Chris, is that the comic of the Jin versus Alien storyline? I think you told me about this book before. That's really cool. It's genies versus aliens. I'm in. I think that's what the one you're talking about. Genies, yeah, genies versus aliens. You're already. I bet you're all thinking in the comments. Woo! Yeah, ain't never had a friend like that before. I want to see Genie beat the shit out of ET. I already know you guys have that mental image of Robin Williams Genie like beating the shit out of ET. Genies versus aliens, sign me up. Huh. Oh, My Bloody Valentine slasher. That's another underrated one. I'm surprised no one uses that one. As long as it's better than Cowboys versus Aliens. Yeah, that's true. Have I read any of the Age of Reptiles books? Nope, I haven't. Okay, dude, we'll be back to work. Glad you enjoyed the books. Just no more to come in the future. Huh. Take care, dude. Yeah, take care of yourself. Hmm. I wonder what he meant by no more to come in the future. Huh. Just be enjoy the books. Just no more to come in the future. Take care. Yeah, you take care of yourself, Chris. See you later, man. I'll talk to you later. Um, hmm. um, Genie or Doctor... I don't know. It'd be fun to see them hang out together. Silent Night, Deadly Night, or remake of Silent Night. Oh yeah, the Silent Night was technically a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, wasn't it? Guardians... Um, Guardians of the Galaxy versus Aliens, that'd be cool too. Oh, more to come. I think he meant it more as more to... That's true. That's true. That's true. Oh, sorry, meant more to come in the future, LOL. That's fine, Chris. I was like, wait, we talked about it. You just talked about a whole list, and then you suddenly went no more to come. I was like, I was confused. Sorry, Chris. I was just like, wait, if we were just talking about a new list of books, I was like, then why did you say no more? It was weird. Nah, you're cool, Chris. You're cool. But thank you so much. And again, Craig, thanks you. C-Dubs, thanks you. All of Comic Universe, thanks you for this. And again, guys, if you want to see my review of these comics, you'll have to go subscribe to Comic Universe to... Wow, that's really blurry. You'll have to go there. Oh yeah, Omnitron. Guess what today is for me? Garbage Day! Yeah, for those wondering also, in Ice Nine Kills' new album, there's a song based off of Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's actually a song based off of Silent Night, Deadly Night. And no joke, if they did not have a certain, Garbage Day somewhere in the song, I was going to be disappointed. But then when Spencer, the lead singer, screams, "It's fucking Garbage Day," I was like, yes, yes. I was like Daniel Bryan, yes, yes, yes. I don't want to shout. I have neighbors. But yeah, Garbage Day. I'll just say that like I have Tourette's sometimes. Like, I'll just have that thought in my head, and just out of nowhere, I'll be like alone at home and just go, Garbage Day. Like a fucking weirdo. Anyway. Well, Super Sons, obviously, because Predators never win in these crossovers, but yeah. Now I can't stop thinking of Garbage Day. Just the face along with it. Oh, Lord. Anyway. So... Yeah, now I got everyone in the comments doing it too. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, what else was there that I wanted to talk about? I feel like there was something else I'm missing. I forget. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought, guys. I've literally lost it. RoboCop versus Terminator. That's been done twice, and the first time with Frank Miller was mediocre. Second time was terrible. Terminator RoboCop Kill Human is one of the worst fucking things I've ever read. Seriously, don't. I spent $5 on it, and I felt like I still paid too much. Like, if I spent 50 cents, it would have been too much for this whole trade. Yeah, thank you, Teva. Yeah, never. Next time on Death Battle, Master Roshi versus Jiraiya. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win that one. Hmm. 'Cause, 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 Anyway, where was I going? Let's see. Where could I go with this? Oh, by the way, quick update on the one shot talking about me and Jason's fan fiction. That's going to be coming soon. We've had some we've been held back a few times, but it is coming soon. I can't give you an exact date, but it is coming soon. So yeah, it's going to be cool to see all these characters, both live action and animated, come together into one universe that we've already set up. We've now set up 12 story arcs to plan this out. We've now planned 12 story arcs. Yeah. So that's going to be cool. And now we've added horror characters. I don't want to say which horror characters are now in there, but yeah. So I think I'm going to go just a... Yeah, be sure and share a link when it's ready, of course. No, we do have a Thanksgiving slasher. Remember? Thanksgiving? We're not forgetting Thanksgiving. Or Thanksgiving. There is a Thanksgiving slasher, so yeah. Anyway. So... Am I good with voice casting? No. No, I am not. Absolutely not. I am no good with that. Father's Day. I don't think we have a Father's Day slasher. I don't think or a Mother's Day slasher. I don't think we have that either. We need a slasher for every holiday. We've got one for St. Patrick's Day with Leprechaun. We need more. Which also, by the way, can I just say I'm interested to see where I'm really interested to see what sci-fi is going to do with. I'm really interested to see what sci-fi is going to do with Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Critters, because the Kyoto brothers, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a reboot or a sequel, but I really want the Kyoto brothers, who did the effects for Critters and did, of course, directed that movie. We do have a New Year's Eve slasher. The big thing is that I really want to see what they're capable of that, because I've been watching a lot of their movies lately, and a lot of them are horror comedies. Like, not just like, oh, this is some bad jokes, but it's actually like there's some effort in this work. Like, I watched Killer High, and I was like, not bad. This is actually like what I'd want to see for what they do with Killer Clowns. And also, of course, they're doing the Leprechaun, which is they're doing this new Leprechaun movie not as a reboot, but it's more like a new timeline, what they did with the Halloween 2018 movie, in that it's a direct sequel to the original film and disregards all the others. So I'm curious of what they're going to do with that. And maybe I'm wondering if they're going to do that with Critters, where they're going to disregard all the other sequels, just have the one be the sequel to the original. And I really just want Killer Clowns 2. I don't want a remake, just Killer Clowns 2. Yeah, just that. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes reboot. All right, they had an animated series. Why not? Because why not? But yeah, I really dug Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which this is gonna sound so like straight up. This is gonna sound like straight up heresy, but I have not seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space up until this year. I'd never seen it up until this year. I know, I just like it was never around for me to watch. And then I finally got the DVD for $5, and I was like, "You're coming home with me." I watched it, and I fell in love with it. Clown NATO from is that a thing? With sci-fi, you could tell me anything. I'd be like, that's real? All right, I can believe it. After Sharknado, yeah, after Shark, that's what actually would be really. Yes, it is a Clown NATO is a. Oh boy, okay, all right. Clown NATO, why not? Sure, why not? You already did Sharknado 6 times. Might as well do Clown NATO. T-Rex NATO. Rex NATO? I guess that'd be the name. Is it going to be the part? Is there going to be like a tornado? Is there going to be like a NATO universe Is that what we're doing now after 6 Sharknado movies? We're just going to do a shared Sharknado universe? That's a shared universe I don't want. No. Jurassic NATO. That's the name, isn't it? Oh, Lord. Next up must be Crocnado. Sure. Well, it is from Asylum. Snake-nado. How about Squatch-nado? Just a tornado of Sasquatches. That'd be awesome. Squatch-nado. Yeah, now we're in business. No, Demon-nado's too serious. We need to make it a little more Jersey Devil-nado. Did I enjoy the Justice League Power Rangers crossover? I did like it. Dr. Pepper-nado. Kitty-nado. Oh, hello, Carlotta Studios. Kitten-nado. Broly-nado. Kitten-nado. Kaiju-nado. Terminado. Now we've made a tornado universe. By that logic, it would be Archie's part of the tornado universe. Taco-nado. Lethal storm of adorableness. I don't know about you guys. I know you guys don't have smell-o-vision on your computers, but I feel like something's burning. Excuse me for 1 minute. Excuse me. Okay, false alarm. It was just my dad's cooking something downstairs. Sorry. Anyway. Really? Yeah, really hope he didn't leave the stove on, right? Piranha-nado. See, that one's a lot, like, that's another one I could see happening. Like, could you just imagine, like, that's a nightmare fuel. No, my nightmare fuel for a tornado would be Spider-nado. Just a hurricane of spiders. I'd just kill myself right there. If I saw that coming, I'd just be like, hey, is that gun loaded? Thanks. Blam! You know the way. Ugandan Knuckles tornado. You know the way. Dolphin-nado. If we're talking about, like, actual dolphins, it wouldn't be terrifying unless it's The Simpsons. But if it's like, it's a tornado of the Miami Dolphins. Oh my god. Yeah, be the only time they could actually throw a ball. Well, actually, no, they've been actually really good on the pass rush lately, so I'm going to take that joke. I'm going to take that joke back. They've actually been, Osweiler's been really good to the team, so. I just went into football. That's weird. I don't know how I do that crossover, Teva. I don't know how. Hey DPZ, could you explain the "Do you know the way" meme? Okay, so I don't know the ins and outs, but there was like a knockoff Sonic game, online game that had characters play as like these knockoff versions of Knuckles, and it was these guys going, "Do you know the way? I know the way. Do you know the way?" And I guess that just turned into a meme. Yeah, it turned into a meme. So I only know part of the way. So that's all I can explain to you, Carlotta. That's all I got. Also, Carlotta, thank you for liking the video about Repton and Starling's relationship in my Stormhawks headcanon. And since you're curious about, how I do other headcanons for the ship, I'm going to let you pick of the ships I do, which ones you want to see me talk about and how that flourished. Although Piper and Arrow is a little too easy, so don't try to easy your way out of this, Carlotta. Which I told you that's too easy. That's too easy. Of the ships I ship, which one do you want me to talk about the most outside of Yeah, I'm afraid they may cancel Daredevil. And like in a weird way, despite the Bullseye thing, I think that you could end the series and it'd be a fine ending, Oh, Junko X Dove. Yeah, okay. I'll talk about that one. Sure. Yeah, I'll talk about that one. What don't I ship is the better answer. But yeah, I'll talk about that'll be the next video I do on Stormhawk's headcanon. Junko and Dove. Yay, she's all happy. Yay, Carlotta's all happy and shit. Yeah, because Daredevil season 3 was really epic. Like again, I'm afraid it may get canceled, but at the same time, it's like if it was to get canceled, aside from the thing with Bullseye at the end, I'm actually like, this could be a good way to end it. Like this is a nice chapter to end it, aside from the Bullseye thing. Yeah. Oh, okay, Omnitron. You saw my Zoro Star versus idea. What's yours with Green Hornet? I'm curious. What's yours with Green Hornet? Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. Oh, Green Hornet meets Miraculous. I actually did think about doing a gangster AU with those characters, so I'm curious to see what your idea would be. Yeah, PG-13 Deadpool. That's just a cash grab. I don't care if there's going to be extra scenes with him and Fred Savage. It's just a PG grab. It's just a money grab, and if anything, it's just going to this could lead to if we get Deadpool 3, it'd probably be PG-13, which none of us want. Oh, okay. Yeah, Raven and Beast Boy is OTP. Yeah. Deadpool must always be R-rated. That's true. Oh, sorry. Just looking at a text. I didn't like that movie, honestly. Biggest twist: Adrian is the Hornet. Marinette is Kato, and Ollie and Nino are Lady. Oh, that's a neat little twist. Yeah, that is a neat little twist. But again, going back to that, for some reason, I can't get over how much I crossover ship Randy and Alia. Hang on. Sorry about that. I just don't want to watch the PG-13 Deadpool, period. Besides, I've got I've got Bumblebee, I've got Aquaman, and Spider-Verse. Yeah, Spider-Verse. So those 3 already. So I got those. I don't need PG-13 Deadpool. Oh, the Spider Miraculous Story. Yeah, that's cool. I may have to check that out sometime. Yeah, Bumblebee actually it's the first Transformer movie that actually looks good, right? Yeah. So, neato. Yeah, PG-13 and Carnage are 2 things that don't belong together. But the thing is that since Venom did so well, despite the critical panning it got, which you guys know I didn't care much for the Venom movie, Sony doesn't learn from its mistakes. So what it's probably going to be is a PG-13 movie. That's what pisses me off the most about it. I think we already have Woody Harrelson as Carnage, so. Yeah, Sony only cares about making money. The Spider Strikes. Is that on I know it's on it's on fan fiction, but where on fan fiction? Is it in a crossover category or what? That's my question. Anyway. Carnage Nado. Yeah, that's just a giant symbiote tornado. Main Miraculous Ascension. There needs to be a Pulp Fictions. I know they have Zorro and Shadow. They have ones for Zorro and Shadow, and I think Green Hornet too. I'm surprised they don't have one for Spider or Over the Spider, in public domain characters. Anyway. The cover has a picture of Dynamite's the Spider on it. Okay. All right, I'll be sure to check that out. Yeah, Venom 2 does need to be R-rated. Also, by the way, just quick plug for Carlotta Studios. Go check her out. If you enjoy Stormhawks and Ruby and Miraculous Ladybug, go subscribe to her. Go subscribe to her. But, all right. How would I fix Marvel animation? That's too big of a question for me to answer right now, unfortunately. Yeah. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. Maybe I'll do another stream later tonight. Anyway, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, I got this out. Got to do the video, talk about the books, which again, if you have not already, go subscribe to Comic Universe on, and that's my other channel. Not you as in the universe, but more like, hey, you, Universe. So there you go. This is the only stream I've been on time for. Well, I got stuff to do, so maybe I'll do another stream soon, probably. But yeah. Yeah, and once again, if you want to see my thoughts on this beefy set of books, go to that other channel and you'll see the books soon. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, this was a fun little stream. I actually let it go on a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's fine. I get to talk to you people, and it was fun. Anyway, so yeah, I will see you guys later.